consider such a quick ascension to up the weight classes.
Yes.
That'll be an interesting matchup between him and Montiel. I mean, I've seen Montiel, he's really fast too on his feet and his hands. I think these two fighters will be so fast in the ring that I won't be able to see the fight.
Yeah.
There's the jab of Rafael Concepcion. How have these last couple rounds gone? That's a big issue in terms of the scoring. Did the judges see the Concepcion aggression as enough to give him those rounds? It is a fact that Donaire has generally landed more punches in this fight, although Concepcion has narrowed that gap in the last several rounds.
This is a closer fight than what it may appear to be.
We would think, and you know, you really need to look at these rounds all individually, but there have been many that have been close. The cut over the left eye that occurred in about the second round has not caused the stoppage of this fight. This cut over Concepcion's left eye, but I'll tell you, those right hands are getting right to that area where the cut is.
Nice body shot.
I want to see more of a body shot from Nonito.
Things are heating up here at the
beautiful uppercut. Nonito landing a couple solid shots to end that round.
El agua, dame el agua. Rafa, cuando está pegando al nombre, sigue pegando, no le esperes. ¿Ok? Tiene que tramar la derecha del cuerpo. ¿Ok?
Keep your hands up. You got a double jab, and hit him in his body.
¿Ok? Cuando está pegando al nombre, no le esperes.
Don't stop when you're on top of him. Let your hands go.
¿Ok? Rafa, despiértate de mí.
Wake up in there. Wake up in there.
Toma el agua.
Big jab coming off from Nonito, working off the jab, followed by a right straight.
On his bicycle, Concepcion with the pressure and a big uppercut to end the round. From Donaire.
You saw the statistic as we head into round 11, a 2-0 record for Concepcion. Donaire is 1-0 in fights that have gone 12 rounds. So neither man has lost a 12-rounder.
Both of these fighters, great condition.
Rafael is still able to land that jab, pushing Nonito back every time with a nice right hand. I mean, at this point, I would have kept my left hand up and stick it there. I mean,
you're right, Brian. He hasn't made the adjustment. Realize he's been getting caught with that. And as gifted as you are, you gotta make those changes in your fight plan.
We are heading into the meat of these championship rounds in round 11 and round 12. And the interesting thing is Concepcion continues to come forward and attack, especially using the jab. Now Donaire, who lands an excellent right hand, had a punch advantage of 26-11 in the last round. So, you know, there's perception and then there's reality. And you kind of get impressed with the aggressiveness of Concepcion, but then in some ways, maybe the actual punch output for Donaire is better than you're anticipating it being.
It's deceiving because a lot of the punches were on his bicycle, not really with the feet planted, but towards the end of the round, he landed very effective hard shots. And in this round, he's having a much better round, being very successful with his combinations.
Just a couple big right hands from Nonito. Series of great right punches. Would love to see a hook behind that, either to the body or to the head.
That's right, Brian. That's a very good point. He's abandoned that as of late.
You know what this fight speaks to, gentlemen, is the fact that in these lower weight classes, and it's always been so, not everybody's a household name, but you know what? Most everybody is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Most
everybody in the top 10, a pretty good fighter. And Rafael Concepcion is proving that point here. Ranked number 3 by the WBA right now.
With an exception for a few fighters, I think almost every fighter in those weight divisions has at least one loss in the record.
And you know very well, because you're in those lower weight classes. Donaire has landed some big right hand. Oh, my! A big right by Concepcion. Did that hurt Donaire?
Those hands are really low, dangerously
and a right by
low.
Donaire. Big power punches being exchanged by both men. It's hard to tell which ones are having the bigger impact. But the weight of punches, the number, favors Donaire in this round.
When you think one fighter has an edge over the other fighter comes back. Exciting fight.
Very exciting.
We're the champions. We're the champions. Same technique, same.
This is the last round. You gotta put more of your punches together. Straight right hands.
There's no need though. Timing that right hand again. Coming back with a left hook that time. But Rafael comes back with his own right hand. Staggering Donito.
Concepcion stalking him. Big right hand. Little off balance, but still getting there from Donaire.
Well, after round one, who'd have thunk it? We are in the 12th round. Nonito Donaire and Rafael Concepcion.
The way this fight started out, gentlemen, I really doubted that we were going to be here, but I'm really glad we were. It turned into an entertaining, compelling fight.
Look at the power punches through 11 rounds. A big edge for Donaire, and yet, oh my!
Slip.
A slip.
And Donaire exerting a lot of energy with the little hit there.
Boy, are you right. The point about those power punches is, even though Concepcion has landed fewer, we know they've had a lot of impact, but it does demonstrate that Donaire has done more work over this fight.
Another big right hand by Concepcion.
The Russian judge just gave him an 8.5 for that landing.
Exactly. You made a very good point, though. That's a lot of energy to exert at this juncture in the fight to do that. But Nonito Donaire trying to box and move. The jab gets in from Concepcion. We don't know how the judges have scored this. The number of punches favors Donaire. That's probably the case. And certainly he has landed power punches as well. But Concepcion has landed some big power punches of his own.
And you got to tip your hat to Concepcion. Came here, got hurt early, got a cut early, and consistently applied pressure and never, ever gave up in this fight.
Well, the winner tonight has been the same winner that we've had over the course of 2009 in so many other fights. The winner is boxing. This is a really good fight, and will be added to a litany of great fights, one of which you had, Brian, with Ulysses Solis during the course of 2009 that have been great.
That's my knockout of the year so far, Brian.
Thank you. Nonito was also on that card, and it was a great night of boxing. A lot of Filipino fans came out to watch that fight and support us, and hopefully I could do it again on August 29th when I defend my IBF title.
And we'll be anxious to see that in Hawaii as we wind down in this fight in the final 44 seconds. Concepcion hoping he can land something major. Donaire boxing very well here in round 12.
And there's one of the few combinations we've seen from Donaire.
We have not seen that much at all in this fight.
We hadn't seen enough of those combinations. It was just right hands all night like that.
Donaire feeling confident here in round 12.
A nice left hook would be nice to see. Showing
some bravado in the final seconds. Of course, when he's shown bravado in the past in this fight, it hasn't served him well. But if we give Concepcion credit, let's give it to Donaire as well. In a firefight,